This is a visualization of my Facebook friends and all the links they have with all my other Facebook friends. Now I know it's a little bit, looks like a rubber ball. It's a little bit crazy, but that's just to show most of these people are librarians that I've met at conferences or went to school with. A certain number of family, because you know, what are you going to do? You got to friend the family. No, they read my status updates and they're like, what? So, but just to show, no one there is isolated. Everybody that I know knows some other people, and it's a really interesting way. If I'm wondering, man, I hear people at McMaster are doing some pretty cool stuff. I wonder who I should talk to there. I literally hop on Facebook and see my friends at McMaster. Who are they friends with at McMaster? How can I get in touch with these people and build some rapport? LinkedIn. Who's got a LinkedIn account? That's pretty good. LinkedIn is great because LinkedIn is professional. Fewer cat photos. Some cat photos, but fewer. LinkedIn offers you a chance to actually put parts of your CV up. It looks very official. You can update your status with, is currently working on a project on X, looking for help, that type of thing. There's lots of groups in LinkedIn. Professional associations are there. I'm a member of the Second Life. I'll get to that later, trust me. The SLA group in LinkedIn. So then I get to, when I meet people, it's easy to see, oh, we're part of the SLA group. This is handy. And then you have that rapport when I finally get to meet them in real life. There's less spam. There's less applications like in Facebook. No one's throwing snowballs or dwarfs at you, that type of thing. And you don't get friended by random strangers. And you can build a public profile in LinkedIn. So if you don't have a website, but you want to have a web presence, LinkedIn allows you to build a public profile. So this is my public profile in LinkedIn. You can share much more information if you like. I just share kind of the basics. You upload, you fill all this stuff out, and then I can actually send people to this site instead of having to build my own website. So this is linkedin.com/Amy Buckland. It's that easy. Really took me about 2 minutes to do. Inside LinkedIn is the good stuff. So this is LinkedIn. Michael Stevens is one of the people I'm supposed to know, so I'm going to make sure I friend him by the end of the day. Both meet, and meet. So this is what you see when you log in. You get messages from people. So Amy J. Kearns, she's a librarian in New Jersey. She wants to connect so that we can talk about some virtual reference stuff. Gives you little information who's looking at your profile. If you're on the job market, this is a pretty sweet thing to have. Students, get one. Because people will look. And wouldn't you rather future employers found this than your Facebook page? You all know you can untag photos of yourself, right? Do it. So this is good. See, what am I working on? I was having a good day 2 days ago, so I wrote that I was just happy to be a librarian. Normally I don't treat it like the Facebook status type thing. Normally I say, my last one was working on the Second Life presence at McGill. And then a lot of people contacted me about that, and they said, can we have more information? So it's also a way, if you're currently employed, to kind of push yourself out there and market yourself a little bit. I know we hate the marketing word. It's a bad word. Get over it. Yeah. We need to market ourselves. So there's little bits and pieces. I'm not going to go into it too much. Very easy to understand. I really recommend it. But this is why I'm really here to talk to you guys about it. I want to talk to you guys about Twitter. How many people have a Twitter account? How many people are tweeting today? Michael's, well, what's the hashtag for this puppy? Like, we got to get this going. It was great. So Twitter is a microblog. Basically, you get 140 characters to write whatever you want to write. 140 characters is because it's mobile enabled. Now, it's mobile enabled in the States. In Canada, we can't receive tweets, which I'm not going to get into. Is silly. Blame Rogers. We'll blame Rogers. But it's a great way to talk to people. It's asynchronous, but it's pretty quick. So you post a little question, and you get an answer right away. Not always. It depends who else is online and in your network. And it harvests the hive mind. So basically, you're out there on Twitter with a bunch of other people, some you know, some you don't know, and we're going to go in and look at Twitter more. But I frequently use this for questions. Hey, guys, I had this student asking the craziest question. What resource would you guys recommend? that type of stuff. You can do it for that. You can also just do it for things like when I was preparing a presentation for a job interview, I had no idea what one thing was that they had asked me to prepare. They're like, can you present on this? I was like, sure, yeah, no problem. Immediately got on Twitter and was like, hey guys, you want to help me out? By the end of the day, I had 10 people reply, giving me passwords to their website so that I could see the back end of all this stuff and have access to it. So it's very, very useful. And just so you know, there's another service, Canadian service, woo, called Identica. And that's anything I say for Twitter goes for Identica as well. So I'm just not going to say Twitter Identica every time. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in. Oh, do we have Firefox? Yeah. And we're going to tweet, and I'm going to log into my page live, and we're going to talk to some people. And I'll show you all the different ways you can configure your Twitter account. You can have a public Twitter account, and you can have a private one. Depends what your use is. Sorry about this, guys. Oh, it's a slow network day. So a private Twitter account, basically, people have to request to be friends from you and to read your status. It's not open to the general public. Some people do this, just companies do this often within their organization, just to, instead of IMing each other, they'll just use Twitter. Other people have just a wide open Twitter account, so anybody can read it. So this is Twitter, I'm going to show you. So I have a public account, Jambina. I used to have a private one, but I opened it up. This is what the public would see if they're not logged in. So I've been chatting with, tweeting it's called, with Michael all morning about the conversation prism. Because I was going to use it too, but I didn't, because I thought that would be a little overkill for you guys. I got some well wishes from Cindy, and then we were deciding on the hashtag, and we decided on it. So over here, you can see, here's my little bio. My name, your location, a website. Now, when I have another account for when I'm at a conference, and that has McGill's information there, more about how to get in touch with me. I'll put my work phone number, that type of thing. So I'm just going to show you big picture here. It's up to you guys what you choose to do with it. This is the number of people who are listening to what I have to say. This is the number of people who I listen to. And then these are the number of updates, tweets, that I have tweeted since, I think that's about a year. So I'll log in. No, thank you. I'll log in. I once did this at a conference and didn't put the bump down to the password thing, and I typed my password for everybody to see, and it was like my password for a lot of things. So I had to ask everybody to give me a second so I could change my password immediately. So here we go. This is me when I want to tweet. My homepage. These are all the people that I follow. CBC, Nora Young on her radio show Spark. She tweets frequently looking for help for show ideas. She'll ask the public, hey, anybody know a cool guy doing this with this? And everybody replies via Twitter. Jen? Hi, Jen. Quebec Librarian is sitting right over there. Sarah? Sarah's at the back. Everybody's tweeting. Hi. So, I'm going to tweet, hey everyone, say hi to folks at Web 2.U and where you're from. Let's see what happens. So you'll see I have a countdown, 76. I have 76 more characters, which is why text speak, you know when you abbreviate things? Yes?
Update.
Yeah. No.
I'm always trying to press the return button to get it to do it.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, you're right. That's why you know that URAQT, all that funny way of typing, it comes into play here because you only have 140 characters, and sometimes you're like, I need to get this all into one.